Boom! What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Armament Factory with yours truly, Big Luch, for another one, another watch along. That's right, guys. We are doing the Arsenal game today, obviously, but it's West Ham versus Arsenal. Now, usually I'll do a hate along either the day before or later in the day. However, due to certain circumstances, I have not been able to do any hate alongs. Hence why I'm only doing the Arsenal watch alongs, guys. And look, listen, this is a very slippery game. This is a banana skin. This is going to be severely difficult for the Arsenal. And I'll tell you why. It's because West Ham are in a relegation battle. So they are fighting the likes of Tottenham to make sure that they do not get relegated this season. And obviously, we are trying to win the Premier League. We're 3 games away, including today's one. So if we win today, that's only 2 games left. If Man City drop any points in their remaining games, I think that's it. They'll hand the title to us. Otherwise, it's going to go literally to the last game of the season, which is what everybody wanted. Everybody was talking about, oh, this is not a great title race this season. It's this, it's that. All these fans from other clubs are moaning and complaining. However, look what's happened. Man City's gotten back into it. Arsenal created a title race by dropping loads of points. We were at 1.9 points ahead or something like that, or at least 6. Um, it's gone back down to 2 now due to Man City drawing with Everton the other day. However, Arsenal just need to focus on themselves. They just need to make sure they put all their games to bed, and we're literally 4 games away from lifting the Premier League and then also winning the Champions League. So 4 games for us to have the greatest season in the history of our club. So fingers crossed for that. However, let's just focus on the Premier League right now. PSG is a very strong team, and they are last season's winners. They might do a back-to-back Champions League win. So we're gonna have to see how we do. But I have a very good hope for the Arsenal, especially in the Premier League. I'm sure we'll do it. But again, today's game is a banana skin because West Ham will be fighting for their lives in the Premier League. But first thing I want to do before I do the lineups, I want to quickly talk about today's and yesterday's game. So today's been a bit of a strange one. 3 draws in the early kickoff. So Burnley Aston Villa was 2-2. I believe it was like a last minute goal or so. Nottingham Forest Newcastle drew 1-1 as well. And then Palace versus Everton also 2-2. So 3 draws in the early kickoffs. And now obviously it's the fourth game of this Sunday afternoon. And it's going to be West Ham versus Arsenal, right? So yes, Arsenal's playing tonight. So that's the game. So that's the games today, guys. Then we go back quickly to yesterday's game. Yesterday's games, we had Liverpool drawing 1-1 with a Chelsea. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on, Sino. Sino. After, not now. After, okay? Mama's gonna give you something. Here, look. What I got for you.
This.
Yeah, go on. Go with mom. Go on. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. Right, sorry guys. So yesterday's games, Liverpool Chelsea 1-1, Fulham lost to Bournemouth, they got a red card. Sunderland Man United drew 0-0, which was great. Brighton beat Wolves 3-0, which is obviously Brighton's been doing really good. Wolves is getting relegated, so that was really gonna be a drubbing for Wolves. I saw that coming. That was quite obvious. Now, Man City beat Brentford. I was hoping Brentford could get a draw against Man City. They haven't been doing too bad. However, Man City obviously wanting to still be in the title race, wanting to make sure that they don't drop more points, ended up playing Brentford at home and beating them 3-0. So, like I said today, guys, 3 draws, and there's 1 game left today, and then tomorrow it's Tottenham Leeds. Hopefully, Leeds, who are in quite a good vein of form, could possibly lay the smackdown at Tottenham. Tottenham's home form has been quite bad, and I'm hoping that they are going to take points from them, and West Ham can still try and get out the relegation zone, because at the moment it's West Ham. Let's quickly have a look. So at the moment, it's West Ham that's sitting third from bottom in 18th, with 1 point behind Tottenham. So hopefully, after today's game against Arsenal in the last two games, they can turn that around and possibly get some points. And if Tottenham lose tomorrow and West Ham possibly winning their next game, you never know. There might still be hope for it being the best season for Arsenal fans. Not only do we win a Premier League and possibly a Champions League, Tottenham Hotspur will get relegated. Possibly. We're hoping so. Fingers crossed. Now, what I want to do now quickly is run through today's lineup for the game. So, sorry, I had to have my cuppa. So, today's game, let's have a look. So, West Ham are lining up as follows: Hermansen in goal, Disasi, Todibo, and Mavropanos, a former Arsenal player, at the back. So, they're playing three at the back. Very dangerous, very brave. In front of them, they got Wan-Bissaka, Soucek, Fernandez, and Diouf. Obviously, Diouf and Wan-Bissaka coming back in and creating a back five when Arsenal are attacking, obviously, and having Soucek and Fernandez as the holding midfielders. Then Bowen and Somerville. Somerville obviously has had a pretty decent season. I like him. I think he's a good young talent. He's got a bright future ahead of him in football. I think he's one of those players that gets you to the edge of your seat. Really exciting, really fast, really good. So Bowen and Somerville as the attacking midfielder and Castellanos up front as the striker. Now that's West Ham. Like I said, West Ham are fighting tooth and nail to make sure they don't get relegated this season. They haven't had the greatest season, but I will say, since Nuno Espirito Santo went in there, he's been doing pretty decent. Obviously, he had a great season with Forest last season, getting them into the Europa League. Also was trying to push for Champions League at one point, but dropped down a little bit towards the end of the season. But he's gone in at West Ham. West Ham really needed to turn things around. They were slipping and sliding down the bottom of the league, and also looking at staring at relegation, really. And of course, they still are, but they've put themselves in a decent enough position to try and beat Tottenham to that and get out of it, at least towards till the end of the season. Now, Arsenal are lining up as follows. They're playing 4-3-3. David Raya in goal. Calafiori, Gabriel Saliba, and Ben White at the back. Still no Jurriën Timber. Hikapié also benched there for this game. Eze, Rice, and Miles Lewis-Skelly, who is really growing in stature, also really cementing a place. He's been doing so well, so he's deserving of a starting position, or a starting spot on the Arsenal team sheet, because he's Mikel Arteta showing a lot of faith in him. He's been doing really good. A lot of pressure on that young man's shoulders, but he is shining through it. So Miles Lewis-Skelly, Declan Rice, and Eze in the middle of the park. Then Saka on the right, Trossard on the left, and Gyökeres up front. So very similar to the game against Atleti, except for the formation was slightly different, but it's pretty much the same team. So hopefully, if we can beat and we can resist Atleti, we can lay the smackdown on West Ham. I'm pretty confident in this game today. I think it might be a bit of a drubbing for West Ham, because once the first or the second goal goes in, I think their heads will drop. They're gonna be having to climb a mountain, and they find that quite difficult. I mean, I have seen them do it in certain other games, but I don't see them doing it against the Arsenal. So I do have great confidence in this game today. But like I said, Arsenal have to win all three games. They need to make sure that they just focus on themselves and block out all the nonsense that's happening around, all the bottling talk from other clubs and other fans. I don't know if you guys saw that post on, I think it's on all the social medias of Pep Guardiola saying, "Oh, come on, you Irons," and all of that, trying to support West Ham. Tottenham fans are supporting Arsenal today. That's a bit of a weird one, because they usually support the opposition to make sure that Arsenal don't win the title, or are not anywhere near it. However, today they need us to beat West Ham, and they wanting to get out of that drag of the relegation and getting pulled back into it. So if West Ham lose today and they win tomorrow, they put a little bit of daylight between them. But let's see. Let's see what happens. So we've got about, let's say, 15 or 17 minutes or so till the game kicks off. So what we want to do is, sorry, bear with me, guys. Also, by the way, congratulations to David Raya for winning the Golden Glove for the season of 25-26. Obviously, it was clearly obvious that he was the best goalkeeper this season, and he's obviously got the best stats as well. Um, so yeah, congratulations to David Raya. I'm hoping that if Arsenal do win both the Premier League and the Champions League, that Declan Rice will be considered for the Ballon d'Or because I think he deserves it. I really think Declan Rice is one of those players that is up there. That's fantastic. That's it's a real engine in the Arsenal team. He's a real captain. He's a real leader. I'm waiting for the day Mikel Arteta. I mean, he's already trialed it a few times, but I'm waiting for the day Mikel Arteta is gonna give Declan Rice the armband full time, and I'm pretty sure that he will get the armband for England at some point as well. I mean, he is basically a midfield Tony Adams, a real leader, one that drags everyone by the scruff of the neck, an engine in the team, someone that picks people up. I didn't feel that, although I love Saka, and Saka is someone like that in the making. I feel like Declan Rice is already there. Odegaard, I don't really feel that from him. He puts his hand on his hips a lot of time, puts his head down when things don't go for him. He kind of like falls into the shadows. Doesn't things don't click for him? It's like he gets frustrated. Uh, doesn't strike me as a real leader that picks people up. To be honest with you, but yeah. So I'm just waiting for that day Declan Rice gets that armband because to me he is Mr. Arsenal. He is the captain, although he's come from West Ham and not like Saka, grew up through the ranks. But Saka might one day become the Arsenal captain also, although he's vice captain now, and he does wear the armband when Odegaard's not playing. But as soon as Odegaard comes in, obviously he takes the armband. We've tried the armband with Gabriel as well. So we've got more than one captain in the team, and that's really what you want. Yeah, you want to be able to have multiple captains, and that's what really gives the team strength and confidence that they're all on the same level, on the same page. Even players like Urian Timber, I can see him wearing an armband, being a captain. Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, even players like Zubamendi at some point. I mean, he's still fresh, he's still new, but he can be that also. So we do have a team full of leaders, but the one that stands above and beyond and that really shines out as a captain is obviously Declan Rice, guys, and that's pretty much a given. But yeah, so let's have a look at the benches quickly. So for West Ham, Kyle Walker-Peters, Maximilian Kilman, Callum Wilson, Pablo Alfonso Areola, Magassa, Oliver Scars, Freddie Potts, and Mohamedou Kante on the bench for Nuno Espirito Santo and West Ham. Arsenal, Christian Mosquera, Piero Hincapié, Martin Odegaard. Imagine having your captain on the bench. That surely that's not going to go down well with him. But look, it's about performances. It's about the stats. It's about how you are performing in the more important games. And if you're just not performing, then that's it. Doesn't matter, captain or not captain. You're gonna have to take a seat on the bench. And the fact that Miles Lewis Skelly is playing ahead of him shows a lot. So Martin Odegaard on the bench, Gabriel Martinelli, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Noni Madueke, Kai Havertz, Martin Zubimendi, and Max Dowman. I mean, these 9 players here, apart from Kepa Arrizabalaga, but even him, I mean, they could be an outfield team and really do the business against this West Ham team. Also, they can really beat any team in the Premier League. So the fact that you've got Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz, Martin Zubamendi, Gabriel Martinelli, Piero Hincapié, all on the bench, it's yeah, it looks really good. We still got a few players out: Mikel Merino, Urian Timber. Mikel Merino the other days went to the hospital because his wife gave birth to their first daughter. I want to say, no, sorry, first son. I'm pretty sure he had a son. Sorry. So congratulations to Mikel Merino on having his first baby, or his wife having his first baby, obviously. So congratulations to them both, and yeah, speedy recovery to Yuri and Timber. I did see them at the Champions League game, standing there by the tunnel, watching. They were celebrating with the team, and obviously, it's a shame that they may not make it for the Champions League final, but I'm sure they'll be there celebrating with the team and encouraging them on. And obviously, they'll definitely played a part in the Champions League this season, so they deserve their medals also. So no hard feelings from them, I'm sure. Right. So we've done the subs, we've done the lineup. Now let's go back to the table. So let's have a quick look at the table. So Arsenal, obviously, they're playing this 36th game of the season. Man City's just played their 35, so they still got their game in hand. They're still 2 points behind us. So I'm gonna reiterate this as well. As long as we just win all three of our games and keep putting the pressure on Manchester City, hopefully they drop some more points. I mean, one loss, one draw, and I think that's it. They will hand Arsenal the title. I'm not sure that they will drop points. I mean, we're gonna have a look and see who they're playing against next, but they are really, really good usually towards the end of the season. I know the Everton game was a blip. They should have really lost that. Um, but yeah, let's see if they're going to have another slip up somewhere down the line. We'll have a look. Now, Manchester United, who under Michael Carrick, I will say, have done absolutely fantastic. This is a team that finished, I believe, 15th or 16th last season, bottom of the league, or bottom half of the league, I should say. Uh, they started off a bit iffy, still under Ruben Amorim. However, once they got rid of Ruben Amorim and they put Michael Carrick in charge, and a lot of the players are now calling for Michael Carrick to be their manager and to sign a long-term contract. So Michael Carrick has done very well. They're on 65 points, sitting third, so definitely getting Champions League football next season, and that was the most important thing for them. Now, Liverpool, although they've had a bad season, they are sitting in a Champions League position. Um, I'm pretty sure whether it's Aston Villa or Liverpool that are going to sit fourth and fifth. It doesn't matter because there's 5 positions for the Champions League this season. Once again, because 3 English teams are all in the European um, Cup competition. So obviously Arsenal's in the Champions League final. Um, Aston Villa is in the Europa League final, and I want to say Crystal Palace is in the Conference League final. So 3 teams, all 3 of them, in a European final, which means the Premier League gets again the 5th position for the Champions League, meaning that it's looking like it's going to be Liverpool and Aston Villa. Now, Liverpool and Aston Villa both sitting on 59 points. Liverpool drawing yesterday with Chelsea. Aston Villa drawing today with Burnley, I believe it was 2-2. So yeah, they're stuck on the same points. Let's see who's going to make it into fourth and fifth. Aston Villa, obviously, even if they didn't get into the Champions League position, say for example Bournemouth, who's sitting in sixth in the Europa League positions, if somehow um, Adoni Ariola gets them to the Champions League position, if Aston Villa win the Europa League title and become European champions, they'll automatically qualify for the Champions League anyway. So we could potentially have 6 Premier League teams in the Champions League next season, which I believe happened this season as well, because Tottenham won the Europa League last season against United, and we already had 5 spots cemented. So it'll be another season again with um, 6 Premier League teams in the Champions League, and they all did pretty well, I will say. Sorry, I'm just watching some of the highlights of today's football games. That goal from Elliot Anderson against Newcastle was fantastic. Now, so like I said, Liverpool sitting fourth, Aston Villa sitting fifth on the same point. Now, Bournemouth under Areola have had an absolutely fantastic season. I think probably the best season in their history, or at least in the Premier League. Their manager is very sought after across Europe. A lot of teams are looking to snap Areola up from Bournemouth. However, there is also talks about him going back to Spain or going to a team like Manchester City now as well, because obviously Pep, there are signs of Pep looking to leave. Now I don't know if that's true because the last contract he signed was a 2-year contract, and he kept hinting that that's the last contract he's signing. Now, are they looking at Areola? Are they looking at Vincent Company, possibly getting him from Bayern Munich? Obviously, being a former Manchester City captain and a Manchester City legend. Um, will they go and grab him from Bayern Munich? Has he done the most he could? He nearly got into a Champions League final. If it wasn't for PSG, um, had he taken him there, I mean, I would have preferred to play Bayern Munich than PSG, but you never know. We could have lost it against them, and we might be playing the better team and still winning. So it doesn't really matter. You can only play who's in front of you. So we'll see what happens on that front. Now, Bournemouth, like I was saying, um, it will be a shambles if they lose their manager. They may just regress. If they get someone new, they might not. He might not take them to further heights. Although the club has run very well since Eddie Howe was there, they've been climbing, 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 climbing. So you never know. They may get another manager and then see how they do. I was just watching Declan Rice scoring for West Ham previously when he was still there. Now, behind Bournemouth, Brighton, who also turned their season around. They started off very bad. They had a major blip in the middle of the season, but somehow Fabian Hertzler, who's just signed a new contract, also with Brighton. So congratulations to Fabian Hertzler. He has really changed things around for Brighton. Also, another South Coast team that's run very well. I mean, even Southampton, to be honest, like a lot of these teams on the South Coast of England, are run very, very well. They're getting the right youngsters to come through. They're adding the right ingredients from abroad into the team, and they're really balancing the squads and the teams, and they're doing it without having to spend ridiculous amount. And a team like Brighton, who continuously sells their best players, somehow keep churning out these teams that do fantastically well. There is a player there that I really admire, Mitoma. I always wanted him to come to Arsenal rather than Trossard. But Mikel Arteta obviously knows better than me, and he went and got Leandro Trossard. And everyone knows I'm not the biggest Trossard fan. He's obviously an Arsenal player, and I would always support him for that. And he wears the Arsenal emblem, so I'd always love him for that. But as a footballer, I'm not his biggest fan. And look, you're not going to always be fans of every single player that plays for your club, potentially, possibly. But obviously, I will always support him and always show him the utmost respect and love. But yeah, Brighton, like I said, they do fantastic. They've had a fantastic season. Hertzler's really turned things around for them. They are sitting in the Conference League position. However, they can still push Bournemouth. For the Europa League position, and Bournemouth can still push both Aston Villa and Liverpool for a Champions League position. So things may still change, although there's only um, 2 games left for most of the league. There's 3 games left for us, including today, obviously, but after today, there's only 2 games for us as well. But yeah, most of the league has only got 2 games left, so there still can be changes within 2 days. Let's see what happens. Brentford sitting pretty much where they're supposed to be sitting, between 8th and 10th position. However, saying that, everybody thought once Thomas Frank leaves, they're going to tumble down the league and get towards the bottom. However, now that's not happened. I'm going to see Keith Andrews, if I'm not mistaken, took over there, who was the set piece coach for Thomas Frank. He took over and he's done a fantastic job. Now, I remember there was a joke by the Brentford fans saying that it was always Keith Andrews, and he's the one that used to help Thomas Frank and get him to get the teams. And I don't actually believe that, but it does look like Keith Andrews has steadied the ship there. And although they lost their players like Mbuemo and also Wizza to Newcastle, they still did pretty well this season and they're pretty much in the position they're supposed to be. Now, Chelsea, that's a club that's really tumbling down the league. They're really suffering. The fans are not happy with the ownership. The players are not happy with the ownership and the fans. There's a lot of turmoil at Chelsea at the moment, but I will say this is really where they're supposed to be, because the Chelsea fans are a bit deluded. They are obviously very arrogant due to the fact they had a person like Abramovich at their club who spent ridiculous amount of money and also paid agents under the table and done a lot of dodgy stuff to get them to where they got to. There was a lot of dodgy stuff that happened. There's still 74 or 75 charges on Chelsea that they got to clear now. The current ownership is obviously blaming the former ownership, but the club is still the club. Now, I think right now where you're seeing them, that's where Chelsea should have always been. So before the Roman Abramovich era, although they done well in some cup competitions, they really always were a mid-table team. That's the God's honest truth. So where they're at now, maybe they would have been like where Bournemouth or Brighton would have been, trying to push for that top four, trying to push for a league title at some point. But nah, they were always a mid-table team, and they've just gone back. So Roman Abramovich came and injected some steroids into them. They got nice and big and bulky, and then he took those steroids away, and now they've gone back to that skinny, silly, soddy team that they've always been. So no love lost for Chelsea. I'm glad that they're suffering, and I hope they will always suffer. Now, Everton, under David Moyes, have done pretty well. I mean, they're kind of sitting below where they should be sitting. In the last 5 games, they've had 3 draws and 2 losses. It's not exactly what you want to see from Everton. I mean, 10th is not bad, but they should really be pushing for top 6. The fact that Bournemouth is there, Aston Villa's there. Let's hope next season. I do like David Moyes. I'm a big fan of him. I do like Everton as well. I always tend to like the way David Moyes plays, sets up his teams, and he's an intelligent manager. He knows what he's doing, and hopefully he can turn things around again next season for Everton and get them to climb up the table some more. We're not far from kickoff, guys, so I'm just going to quickly run through this. So Fulham 11th, also sitting below where they should be sitting. Sunderland, who started off very well, who's actually, you know what, even where they are at 12, it's really good because they were a team that got promoted, and everybody thought would go back down because they got like 16 brand new players and had to gel them together, and they had a brand new manager who just got relegated in France. His team got relegated in France with Reggie Lebris, but he's really done well at Sunderland. Plus, they had loads of players that went to AFCON, so they had to deal with that, and still they were churning out wins. Newcastle had a terrible season after being in the Champions League, and for the last 2 seasons have now dropped down to 13th. How long Eddie Howe's going to be there for, we don't know. He's also been sought after by a lot of teams. Then Palace, pretty much in where they're supposed to be. Forest, Leeds, Tottenham. Yeah, that's the kind of season they've had. Tottenham, obviously. I think Leeds and Nottingham Forest are pretty much out of the relegation battle. It's pretty much Tottenham and West Ham now between those two. Burnley and Wolves are relegated. I don't see them being able to do anything anymore. So Wolves, Burnley relegated. Now it's between West Ham and Tottenham to see who gets relegated. So quickly, guys, let's do the lineup. Do the lineup for the teams because the game is about to kick off. Hermansen in goal for West Ham, Disasi, Todibo, and Mavropanos. Now, Mavropanos being a former Arsenal player, signed by Arsene Wenger at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't last that long. Not one of those players that a lot of people remember was at Arsenal. Those 3 are at the back for West Ham. Wan-Bissaka, Souček, Fernandes, Diop in midfield. Bowen, Somerville on the wings or attacking midfielders, and Castellanos up front. David Ryan go for Arsenal. Calafiori, Gabriel Saliba, and White at the back. Lewis, Skelly, Rice, and Eze in midfield. Trossard, Gyökeres, and Saka up front as attackers for the Arsenal. Now, we're about to get ready for kickoff. So I'm going to have a sip of tea and have some chocolate. And then we can start the game. So, like I said, guys, big game, slippery banana skin game. West Ham need to get out of the relegation zone. Arsenal want to win the Premier League. So this could potentially be an end-to-end game with lots of goals. I'm hoping it's another drubbing. I'm hoping Arsenal can lay the smackdown on West Ham today, as we've done previously. But West Ham has also been one of those teams that have gotten in the way of Arsenal winning the Premier League. So let's hope this is not one of those seasons. Let's hope it's one of those seasons where we just laid us smack down on them. Right, West Ham is blowing bubbles. They're confident, they're comfortable, they think they got a win in them. We got kickoff. Arsenal playing right to left. Gyökeres already pressing. Here's Trossard. Right, Disasi plays into the middle. Here's Somerville. Eze gets the ball back. Here's Trossard. I always say this, and I always stick by this. With Arsenal, you can tell within the first 5-10 minutes what kind of game they're going to have. At the moment, it looks good. They're pressing hard. They're playing fast. They want to get goals quickly. Here's Saliba. Here's Miles Lewis-Skelly. Very confident young boy. I'm really impressed with him. I really like him. Here's Leandro Trossard. Ricardo Calafiori on the overlap. He gets fouled. The ref says no. West Ham get the ball back with Disasi. Souček now. Souček loses the ball. No. Free kick, says ref for West Ham. Right, West Ham about to take a long kick forward from the free kick. Declan Rice heads it out. Declan Rice being a former West Ham player, obviously. He's got a lot of love for West Ham. He got released by Chelsea when he was a youngster. Ended up at West Ham. Here's Souček. Here's Disasi. Ended up at West Ham, but for some reason, I got the feeling he's more of an Arsenal fan. He really wanted that move to Arsenal. Obviously, David Moyes was at West Ham at the time, and he was Mikel Arteta's manager for many years. Mikel Arteta was a great servant for Everton under David Moyes, and they may have struck a relationship, and he may have had an influence on Declan Rice coming to Arsenal as well. It might have been that David Moyes told him, "Yeah, go to Arsenal rather than Man City," because at the time Man City were chasing Declan Rice also. Here's Wan-Bissaka, Calafiori in front of him, Wan-Bissaka, and the ball goes out. It's an Arsenal throw. So Declan Rice, like I said, former West Ham player, but he doesn't care. He loves the Arsenal right now. He wants to do good for the Arsenal. So I'm sure he's gonna want to come in and amount the goals as well. Miles Lewis-Skelly, Ricardo Calafiori. Skelly again plays it forward to Eze. Eze heads it on. Here's Gyökeres. Eze again. Trossard now. Trossard bombing down the left wing. Trossard plays it into Gyökeres. Gyökeres, give it to Saka. No, he gives it to Ben White. Declan Rice now. Benny Blanco again. Saka in front of him. Benny Blanco tries to play it into the box. Goes too deep and is out for a West Ham goal kick. Unlucky Ben White. Ben White has also now cemented his spot since Timber has been out. Obviously, both of those players, they share that right back position. Jurrien Timber is the one that's favoured a little bit more, but Ben White has been a great servant for the Arsenal since coming from, was it Brighton, I believe? I think he even played with Gyökeres at Brighton at some point when Gyökeres was still there. Here's Gabriel with a header out, and it goes out for a West Ham throw. Now, I want to see more of that football. I just saw Trossard bombing down the wing, playing into Gyökeres. Gyökeres should have released it to Saka. I'm not sure why. I still feel like those two, there is something there between them, like some sort of competition. I feel like sometimes they just don't want to play to each other. And I think that comes from Saka denying Gyökeres the penalty one time. And it may be that Gyökeres is harboring feelings because of that. Is Calafiori, Gabriel now. I'm sure they've sorted those situations because there was even a time where Gyökeres scored a goal and Saka ran to him, and then Gyökeres just pushed him away not to celebrate. Well, it was very weird, very strange. I'm sure they nipped that in the butt. No homo, but it was very strange to see, and their relationship is very strange. I think there is a bit of handbags there or some sort of issue. They try and not put it out there and air out their dirty laundry. Here's Benny White again. Benny Blanco. Declan Rice. Saka now. Saka crosses it. Ooh, he took a shot. I thought he was crossing it. It might be Saka's selfishness that Gyökeres just can't deal with. And Saka just, wants Gyökeres maybe to do a little bit more. Feels like he's not doing enough. Him being the captain, obviously, at the moment with Odegaard being out. Saliba. Gabriel. This is a must-win game for both these teams. So I'm hoping they're going to make a good advertisement for the Premier League. Oh, here's Saka. Played it to Gyökeres. Gyökeres back to Saka. Ben White. Gyökeres. Gyökeres is all over the pitch now. I like to see more of that. He was very stiff early in the season. Just in one position, wanting to get fed the ball constantly. He's running around a little bit more now. Arsenal dominating possession. I don't think I've seen West Ham have the ball in the last God knows how long. And saying that, they just got the ball back. The Sassy now playing it long to Wan-Bissaka. But Gabriel's there. And kicks it out. It's a West Ham throw-in. So the first 6-7 minutes have been all right. Have been pretty straightforward. Arsenal dominating possession. Maybe West Ham allowing Arsenal to have that much possession, trying to play on the counter possibly, but also a little bit fearful. Playing a little bit too defensive, but and there you go. West Ham lose the ball again. Miles Lewis-Skelly now. Here's Benny White. Ben White still on the ball. Miles Lewis-Skelly now in the center of the circle. He's doing very well in midfield, by the way. Also can play at left back. But here's Leandro Trossard now. Calafiori in the middle of the park. Oh, what a ball by Trossard to Calafiori. Shoot! Oh, deflection by Mavropanos and it goes over. Unlucky. It looked like Calafiori, who got a great ball from Leandro Trossard, tried to kind of side-foot it past the goalkeeper. But that ball from Leandro Trossard to Calafiori and his run was fantastic. He should have shot immediately. Tried to side-foot it around the goalkeeper, which he shouldn't have done. He should have just took a shot right there when the ball was in front of him, and then it just deflected over Mavropanos. It could have possibly gone in, but it deflected. Look, Mikel Arteta not happy about that. He knew that should have been a goal. Look, he's looking at his bench. He knew that should have been a goal. The corner comes in now from Declan Rice. It should have been 1-0 to the Arsenal. Very lucky that Mavropanos deflected it. Here we go. Corner comes in. Back post. Ooh! Leandro Trossard with a header. 2 headers. First, the keeper saves it. Saliba. Calafiori. Eze. Shoots. Deflected again. Another corner for the Arsenal. 2 headers by Leandro Trossard. 1 saved by the keeper. 1 hits the post. What a save by the keeper, Hermansen. but Trossard, 2 headers, and then eventually the ball, Gyökeres with the header to Saliba, plays it to Calafiori, Calafiori to Eze, Eze shoots, and Somerville deflects it over. It's another corner for the Arsenal. But those headers from Trossard, my God! That first one, what a save by Hermansen. And then the ball gets headed back towards Trossard, and then Trossard heads it again and hits the post. Should have been 1-0 to the Arsenal twice now in the last 5 minutes. Another corner is going to come in here from the Arsenal. It looks like Saka's taking it now. West Ham has conceded 15 goals from corners, and Arsenal have scored 17. So that bodes well for the Arsenal. This should be a goal. Saka on a sixpence now with 10 minutes in. Arsenal do look like they're up for it. Here comes the ball, and Gabriel heads it over. Unlucky. It's a goal kick for West Ham. Gyökeres pressing Hermansen. Juve played it out long, but the ball goes all the way back to Saliba. I'm going to be honest, West Ham don't look like they're up for this game. I'm hoping Arsenal are just going to lay the smackdown on them now, because possession has been mainly with Arsenal. We've had 6 shots already, 1 on target, 8 touches in the box, and West Ham have nothing. We're not giving them a breather. Let's just hope it's not one of them games where we're just going to dominate and then somehow they get something out of this game. Here's Gabriel. Gyökeres on the ball now. Plays it to Trossard. Calafiori with him on the overlap. Calafiori on the overlap. Runs to the byline. Trossard still tried to line up a shot. He couldn't. Plays it back to Gabriel. Gabriel to Saliba now when they start again. Here's Ben White. Benny Blanco. Saka. Declan Rice on the right-hand side. Declan Rice. He's got Ben White on the overlap. Didn't play him. He goes back. Saliba on the ball now. West Ham playing very deep. Playing in a very dangerous position. Arsenal's got them pinned down. Here's Leandro Trossard again. Calafiori, who's a left back, is pretty much playing as a winger at the moment. Trossard goes to Saliba now. Saliba on the ball. Here's Eberechi Eze. Why, Eze. Great play. 1-2 with Declan Rice. Now Calafiori. Gyökeres. Calafiori shoots. Oh, unlucky. Just over the crossbar, Ricardo Calafiori, another fantastic shot. We want to see more of that. But the play between Declan Rice and Eze, and then Gyökeres getting involved, setting it up for Ricardo Calafiori. It whistles past the corner of the goal between the crossbar and the post. I mean, if that would have went in, it would have been a postage stamp. It's fantastic by Ricardo Calafiori. Unlucky, son. And again, West Ham just give the ball straight back to the Arsenal from the goalkeeper. He kicks it out and it goes out for an Arsenal throw. We'll take that all day long. Right, Ricardo Calafiori lines up the throw. He goes back towards Gabriel Magalhaes. It goes back to David Raya, Golden Glove winner for the season of 25-26. Congratulations to David Raya. Jared Bowen pressing Gabriel. Gabriel to Calafiori now. Calafiori plays it. Oh, he tried to play it into Trossard, but the ball goes out. Trossard says thank you, but more inside, not on the outside. Play it more in. Over my head rather than on the side of me. Oh! Todibo just threw it right at Arteta. Declan Rice heads it out. Here's Saka. Diouf goes back now. Wan-Bissaka and Calafiori go for the same ball. Jared Bowen tries to play it back into Wan-Bissaka, but it goes to Calafiori, who gives it back to David Raya, who kicks it out. Oof. Foul on Gyökeres, surely. Yeah, it's a free kick for the Arsenal. Mavropanos on Gyökeres. It's a free kick for the Arsenal. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to take a quick free kick or what? Mavropanos just body checks Victor Gyökeres and slams him to the floor. The ref, right in front of the ref as well. The ref says, yeah, that's a foul for the Arsenal. Mavropanos, being a former Arsenal player, didn't really make the cut. Wasn't there for long. If I remember correctly, it was Arsene Wenger that brought him to the Arsenal. Looks like Miles Lewis Skelly's taking this free kick. I just watched a video of Miles Lewis Skelly with his grandma cooking in the kitchen. Lovely video, was on Vice, guys. If you want to go and see it, check it out. Great video of him and his grandma. It's really, really great. It's really good. I like that kind of. Here's Declan Rice with a mad run. Ben White back to Saka. Saka to Eberici Eze now. Eze shoots from a distance, but it gets blocked by Jared Bowen. That was very unfortunate for Eze. It looked like a good shot, but Jared Bowen knew it was coming. He was lining up and he jumped right in front of it. David Raya with the long ball forward. Yeah, as I was saying, Vice did a great little 15-20 minute video with Miles Lewis Skelly and his grandma cooking some rice peas and stewed chicken. Lovely little video. Here's Leandro Trossard. So, guys, if you're into that kind of stuff, go and have a look, support it, like it, share it. Declan Rice now. Saliba. Gabriel. Arsenal going backwards now. Back to David Raya. Trying to slow the game down a little bit. Regroup. Reposition themselves. David Raya with a long ball forward. Looking for Gyökeres. There's Mavropanos with the header. Heads it down to Trossard. Trossard chests it down. Tried to play it back to Gyökeres, but Mavropanos stops him. And now Wan-Bissaka kicks the ball out. Does it go out? It went out. It's an Arsenal throw. Mikel Arteta just told them, calm down, play a 1-2. Nothing fancy. Keep the ball. Looks like Declan Rice is going to take the throw in. Short throw to Miles Lewis Skelly. Back to Declan Rice. Miles Lewis Skelly in the box now on the left-hand side. Miles Lewis Skelly still going for it. But Fernandes blocks him. Blocks him from getting to the ball, and the ball goes out. Great play by Fernandes against Miles Lewis Skelly. The second touch from Miles Lewis Skelly was a little bit too heavy. He tried to get the ball back, but unfortunate. Got defended well by Fernandes. Right, here's Mavropanos now. Long ball from Mavropanos. I think he was looking for Castellanos. Couldn't get to it. Now David Raya kicks it out. Declan Rice gets the ball. Eze again to Declan Rice. Declan's got Ben White on the overlap. He's got Saka on the left of him. There you go. Saka again loses the ball, unfortunately. Wan-Bissaka taking the throw now for West Ham. Right, we're coming up to 20 minutes. So far, the game's in Arsenal's hands. So far, we're on top of them. So far, we've got them pinned down. It doesn't look like West Ham have any questions for the Arsenal. They're just allowing us to play. Souček now kicks the ball just high up in the air. Ben White heads it out. They don't really have no questions, no answers, nothing. They're just allowing Arsenal to do their thing. They're dominating. I mean, they've defended quite well so far. Arsenal's had a few chances, a few shots on target. So Trevor Brooking in the stands. 643 appearances for West Ham, 102 goals. Not too shabby. England legend, obviously. Here's Eze now to Ricardo Calafiori. Plenty of space for the Arsenal players to run into. Ricardo Calafiori, Trossard. Trossard on the left-hand side. Gets past Wan-Bissaka. Still Trossard. Gets fouled. It's a free kick for the Arsenal. Right, Declan Rice taking a free kick now. Looks like he's just going to lob it into or going to shoot it long into the box. Come on, set piece again. Ole, ole. Declan Rice, ball. Ooh, Ricardo Calafiori, Saliba. And the ball gets cleared by West Ham. It was dodgy there for a moment. It's an Arsenal throw in. Mavropanos, Saliba, both trying to go for the ball. The free kick was unbelievable. Calafiori got a header on it. The goalkeeper and Mavropanos saved it. What a ball from Declan Rice. And the header, Mavropanos saved the ball. It wasn't even the goalkeeper, it was Mavropanos. Then Diouf slid in to take it away, and then Castellanos cleared it. Ball comes in again, and Diouf this time heads it out. Here's Eberechi Eze. Here's Miles Lewis Skelly. Declan Rice now keeps the ball in. Oh, nearly lost the ball there. Declan Rice still with the ball. Keeps the ball in. Oh, who's that got fouled? Is that Ben White? Trossard now helping in defense. Gets fouled as a free kick for the Arsenal. Who got fouled there? I didn't see who got fouled. It was Ben White. Uh-oh, don't tell me he's injured. Somebody clattered into Ben White. Let's see what happened. So Declan Rice plays it to Ben White, and Somerville, I think he steps on his foot. Somerville just steps on his foot, carries the ball forward, runs forward. Jared Bowen looking for him, and Trossard then. Quick water break for the boys. Mikel Arteta giving Gyökeres some last minute instructions. Mikel Arteta quickly talking to Trossard and Calafiori, giving them some last minute instructions. Oof, yeah, it looks like he stepped on his foot. I mean, it was accidental. I don't think he meant anything by it, but it seems like there's something wrong with Ben White because he's not getting up and he looks frustrated. Christian Mosquera warming up to maybe take over from Ben White on the right hand side. Yeah, looks like Ben White might be out. And there's a lot of time being wasted here. Oh, looks like Zubamendi's coming on. So wait, 1 second. What? Zubamendi's coming on for Ben White. So they're gonna play what? 3 at the back? Well, Arsenal got 1 player down now. The ball's been kicked out. Here's Jared Bowen now. The Sassy. Wan-Bissaka. Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen tries to shoot. Ooh, Juve was there though. He could have tapped it in, but the ball goes all the way to David Raya. That was dangerous. West Ham taking advantage of the fact that Arsenal are 1 player down. It looks like Ben White is injured again. Now, it may be that Arsenal are going to play 3 at the back. Rather than putting Mosquera on, it looks like Zubamendi's is coming on, sorry. Ball goes out as an Arsenal throw. They're going to make the change now. Yeah, Zubamendi's coming on. Ben White is out. Yeah, Ben White is out. Martin Zubamendi comes on. Miles Lewis-Skelly might be going to right back. Or Calafiori goes right back. Miles Lewis-Skelly at left back. Rather than putting Mosquera on. I want to see how they're lining up because Miles Lewis-Skelly is still up forward. I mean, here's Gyökeres now. Gyökeres fighting, trying to hold the ball up. He gets pulled down. He gets pulled down by the Sassy. David Raya tried to play it to Trossard, but the ball goes out. Here's Ricardo Calafiori now, bombing forward. He's got Trossard in front of him. He's got Eze with him. It looks like they're playing 3 at the back because Miles Lewis-Skelly is still in the center of the park. Zubamendi's there as well. Saka on the ball now, plays it back to Declan Rice. Lewis-Skelly now. It might even be Declan Rice playing right back, I'm a little bit confused. Here's Zubamendi. Declan Rice now to Eze. Eze gets fouled. The ref says no, get up. Diouf now. Diouf crossfield pass to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka couldn't get to it. It was too deep and it goes out for an Arsenal throw. That could have been dangerous though. That pass by Diouf, if it landed at Wan-Bissaka's feet, he could have controlled it, ran it in. There was no one with him. I mean, there was Trossard with him, but don't know if he could have done anything. But that's actually very good chasing back from Leandro Trossard. You got to give credit where credit is due. So that was fantastic play by him. I will say that. I'm not his biggest fan, but that piece of play there was not bad at all. Here's Deckers. Long ball forward from Declan Rice now. Looking for Gyökeres, but Hermansen gets the ball. I can't believe we haven't scored yet. We had so many opportunities. Here's West Ham. This is the problem. I hate these kind of games where we've got so much possession, so many chances, but now West Ham is kind of growing into the game. They're trying to create something now. They're asking questions from Arsenal. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Oof, tried to kick it, but it goes out for an Arsenal goal kick. I mean, we can't keep relying on these 1-0 wins just in case the title goes to goal difference. We need to try and increase our goals to try and stay ahead on both fronts against Man City. So not just in points, just in case they get back in points and we end up drawing a game from now until the end of the season. Gyökeres wants a foul. He gets it from the referee. No, he doesn't. It's a throw in. The referee tells him no. It was a shoulder barge. You clashed into each other, so no foul. Now it looks like Miles Lewis Skelly has gone at right back like I initially thought. So it looks like, yeah, Miles Lewis Skelly has gone back into right back and Zubamendi in his position. Arsenal throw, it's a foul by what is his name? Castellanos? Tati? Who's Tati? Is that what they call him? Miles Lewis Skelly. Here's Zubamendi. Odegaard must be thinking, how am I captain and not playing? Look, listen, he's a fantastic player and he's been a great servant for the Arsenal. But I mean, of late, here's Zubamendi. Of late, his performances have not been great. It's a free kick for the Arsenal. It's Tati again. I'm going to assume it's Castellanos. Gets a yellow card from the referee. He went a little bit too hard into Zubamendi. The ball was great from Miles Lewis Skelly and then Gyökeres. Yeah, he just clattered in the back of him. Come on now. That's not even... what's that? He just took him out. Nuno Espirito Santo not happy with that. Yeah, Tati Castellanos. Right, it's a free kick for the Arsenal in a very dangerous position. Declan Rice is standing over it. Eze, Gyökeres. I mean, Eze and Declan Rice both have fantastic free kicks. Hermansen is trying to line up his wall. I'm hoping this could be potentially goal number 1. Because at this point, I think we deserve a goal. Who's going to take it? Eberechi Eze or Declan Rice? They're in discussions with each other. Wonder what they're saying to each other. All I'm seeing is Eberiche Eze going, yeah, 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 yeah. I think Declan Rice gave him some last minute instructions. Could it be that he's going to play it short to him and then Deckers crosses it in, or is Eberiche Eze just going to take a straight free kick? Let's wait and see. Eze, direct free kick. Ooh, hits the wall. Not the greatest free kick by Eberiche Eze. I think he just tried to keep it down. It went straight into the wall, unfortunately. But here is Miles Lewis Skelly now. Calafiori goes back to Zubamendi. Zubamendi's very deep. I mean, at this point, they're just simply rotating positions, everyone, except for Gabriel and Saliba. Everyone is kind of rotating around, which is not too bad. I like that. Only Trossard is really staying in position. Gyökeres sort of. Everyone else is just in and out of each other's position. Tottenham Hotspur playing Leeds tomorrow at the Tottenham Hotspur ground. Here's Somerville. Somerville bombing forward, running at the Arsenal defense. Somerville takes a shot and it goes just wide. I mean, David Raya did die for it, but it just went past him and past the post. Somerville got it from Diouf in the middle of the park and ran right against Saliba. Miles Lewis Skelly chasing him. He tried to take a shot. Did David Raya touch it? No, he didn't. It went straight out. Why are they trying to claim a corner? I don't understand. Right, Gyökeres again trying to hold up the ball. Fernandez just headed it straight back to Hermansen. There's been one touch in the Arsenal box so far. I mean, shot from West Ham against Arsenal's 10 shots. Here's Mavropanos. Hermansen. Jared Bowen now playing it to Somerville. Just too fast for him. Oh, there's a clash of legs. Oh my God. Who's that yellow card for? It looks like Gabriel, but don't tell me he hurt himself. There was a clash of legs. Yeah, Gabriel's about to get up. He is a little bit hurt. The referee gives a yellow card to Gabriel or to Somerville. Oh, yellow card for Crescencio Somerville. That makes sense because I thought it couldn't have been to Gabriel. Saliba. Saka had little influence on this game. I mean, look, he can make a difference within 1 minute, obviously, but he's had little influence on this game. Hasn't seen much of the ball. Hasn't really done anything. Gyökeres now. Oof. He drops down. He tried to play the ball to Declan Rice. He drops down. Referee says no. He's holding his legs. Yeah, the Sassy went right through him. Don't know how that wasn't a foul, and the ref was right in front of the referee as well. That was a crazy one. I don't know how. I don't understand that one. Right, I'm going to say we've got another 5 minutes of injury time as well, so we should have another 10 minutes in this half. I think this game will go to the 50th minute in the first half due to the Ben White incident. There's West Ham now. Quickly lose the ball to Miles Lewis-Skelly. Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes. Todibo. Is it Todibo? Todibo. Sorry, I said Todibo. Todibo. West Ham throw. Trossard not happy about that. He says, I hardly touched it. Come on, man. Sorry, guys, my alarm went off. Give me 1 moment. Souček went hard on Miles Lewis-Skelly's another free kick for Arsenal. They're complaining, but they're playing really rough. Miles Lewis-Skelly's back on his feet, but Souček is getting told off by the referee. I mean, you can't go into challenges that hard and then expect the referee not to be like, listen, man, calm down. What are you doing? Souček tried to get angry at Miles Lewis-Skelly. Then he looked at him and realized, oh, that's the kid. Let me not get... Here's Skelly now. Saliba. Saliba. Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly. Ricardo Calafiori. Trossard. Trossard with Wan-Bissaka in front of him. Trossard. Still Trossard. Still Trossard. Tries to square it in, but it goes straight to Hermansen. I mean, Arsenal's attacking play is really slowed down. They're not really having any questions for West Ham either now. It's really... the attacks are really kind of docile. Here's Saka. Loses the ball. Still chasing it, though. Gets it back. Here's Saka on the right-hand side. This is the first time in a long time that we're seeing Saka on the right now with the ball. Comes inside. He wanted to take a shot. Can't. Plays it. Ooh, he tried to play it to Calafiori, but Wan-Bissaka cuts it out with a sliding tackle. Now David Raya kicks it forward to Calafiori. Calafiori loses the ball with a high kick from Wan-Bissaka. The ref says carry on. Wan-Bissaka still with the ball. Trossard chasing now. Header! And David Raya had to save it. It was an incredible header by Tati Castellanos. I'm just hoping it's not going to be one of those games today. I said it in the beginning. If we don't score quickly, things will get nervy. And that was a fantastic header by Tati Castellanos. I mean, that could have went in if it wasn't for David Raya putting a palm to it, moving it to the side. Mikel Arteta not happy about that. They were complaining about a high foot from Wan-Bissaka on Calafiori. Calafiori went down a little too easy. Wan-Bissaka carried on running. Here's the first corner for West Ham now. There's only 3 minutes of injury time. There's a bit of handbags going on in the box. Disasi and Calafiori, Souček and Mars Lewis Skelly. Todibo in the middle with Jeze in front of David Raya. Corner comes in and David Raya punches it out. And another shot by West Ham. And David Raya saves it. Well done. That was a tense moment for the Arsenal, but West Ham couldn't capitalize on it. A great punch by David Raya. Did get kicked in by Fernandez again. Todibo tried to also shoot. Saka now. Saka. Free kick for West Ham now against Mars Lewis Skelly. Bad ball by Saka for Zubamendi. How was that free kick for West Ham? I don't understand. He climbed onto Mars Lewis Skelly and dropped him down, and the ref gave a free kick to West Ham. That's a madness. Crazy. Free kick comes in from West Ham, but Gabriel heads it out. And it goes out for a West Ham throw. Right, whistle's blown. It's half time. Right, guys, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea quickly and I'll be back. Don't go nowhere. We're coming back for second half. Right, guys, we're getting ready for the second half now. Looks like Ricardo Calafiori is coming off and Christian Mosquera's coming on. I wonder why that is. I hope he's not injured. And how come Piero Hecapie didn't come on? There must be a reason for that. Right, Saka quickly giving them last minute bloody boost in the center circle. Right, West Ham kicking off from right to left now. Arsenal playing left to right. And we've got lift off. Let's see if Arsenal can do better playing from left to right now. See if they can convert their chances. I mean, it's been a little bit. It went a little bit downhill towards the end of the second half. Tati Castellanos did get a chance. Here's Eze now. The longer this game stays 0-0, the more confidence West Ham get, and it becomes one of those games that I talked about before a ball got kicked, that potentially if it stays 0-0 for a long time and Arsenal can't get the first goal quick. I actually thought it was going to be a drubbing, 2-3-0 drubbing, similar to Fulham, but West Ham has stayed well in the game. They defended well. Arsenal did have a lot of chances. I mean, those Trossard's headers and that chance before that with Calafiori. Could it be that because Calafiori didn't convert that chance, he got pulled off for it? I mean, surely Mikel Arteta's not that harsh. Hopefully, he didn't pick up an injury or anything, but it's a strange one putting Mosquera on at right back now. Sorry, left back now. Well, no, he's put him on at right back, and he's put, I think, Miles Lewis Skelly at left back, I presume. I mean, right now it's just Gabriel and Saliba at the back, but it might be that he moved Miles Lewis Skelly to the left and then Mosquera to the right hand side. Saka now. Saka. Subamendi. Ooh, he tried to through ball it to Gyökeres. Unlucky, couldn't get to him. Here's Fernandez on the ball now. Oof, Jared Bowen took a shot, but David Raya saved it. He first played it into Tati, I believe. Came back off of him, or off of Saliba, and then Jared Bowen took a shot, but David Raya saved it. Look, West Ham are growing in confidence. They're starting to push back now. I'm not sure why Ricardo Calafiori went off. Obviously, I can't hear what they're saying, but I'm going to hope it's not an injury and it's just a tactical change, putting Miles Lewis Skelly at left back. That's what it looks like has happened. And then obviously Mosquera at right back. It's Martin Zubamendi. Here's Gabriel. Had to go back to David Raya. Second half hasn't started off like the first half, unfortunately. They're not really on the front foot, Arsenal. They're kind of like starting to play out from the back again, that tedious football that I don't like. Here's David Raya looking for Mosquera. Diouf now clears it. Only as far as Declan Rice with the second header. Oof, Zubimendi and Somerville now. Ah. Not good, not good, not good. That is Declan Rice. Through ball looking for Gyökeres. A little bit too hard. Gyökeres couldn't get on the end of it. Here's Diouf now. Loses it to Christian Mosquera. Plays it to Eze. Eze to Trossard now. Trossard still with the ball running. Looking who to play it to. West Ham in a defensive position. And once again, it's just a matter of time that Arsenal break West Ham down. Here's Saliba to Declan Rice. Declan Rice now. Mosquera. Looking for Saka. Played it to Saka. Saka now. Back to Saliba. Zubimendi, Mosquera on the right hand side. Where's Saka when you need it? Here's Saka now. Takes a shot, but it goes high and wide. Unlucky. Leant back a little bit too much, made the ball fly way too high. I mean, we need to go ASAP. I'm going to assume that around the 60th, 65th minute, there's going to be some changes made. Maybe even earlier, 59th minute. So at the end of the day, it's about winning. We can't just Mikel Arteta already speaking to his assistants about what changes would need to be made. Kai Havertz, I'm going to say put Kai Havertz on for Gyökeres. Gyökeres is not having the greatest game. Put Kai Havertz on. Martinelli for Trossard, I'd say. Those are the only two changes really you want to make because Eze is doing pretty well. Obviously, Declan Rice, you have to be there. Zubimendi's already come on. You're not going to take him off. Unless you take Eze off at some point and maybe put Max Dowman on. Odegaard's there in the like waiting on the bench as well. He wants to. I'm sure he wants to play as well. Here's Eze now. Saliba. Take Saka off, put Noni Madueke on at some point. Here's Eze. Played it to Saka. Saka at the byline now. Crosses it in. But it looked like it's gone out for an Arsenal corner. Not. Diouf kept it in. Diouf and Saka fighting for the ball now. Saka gets the ball back. Diouf goes down. Saka says, how's a free kick? How? What did I do? Oh. Hermansen kicks it out long. Goes out for a West Ham throw. Saliba now. Goes out. How did that not go out? I don't understand. What's going on? Yes, Big Star. What's happening, Peak? How you doing, my friend? I don't know why he's complaining. That ball definitely went out. Tati Cassiano. Here's Christian Mosquera now with the long throw. Eberici Eze. Gyökeres. To Zubamendi. Nah! The ball was too hard, man. Don't understand why these players like Zubamendi, who's supposed to be good at passing the ball, just can't get the ball to feet. I mean, why so much weight on but so much space for Eze? Why so much weight on the ball? Just tap it to his feet. It's just so sloppy. It just, oh my God, man. Here's Christian Mosquera, Saka. Bigsa says, I'm doing all right. We had a successful wedding. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. It was your mum's wedding, wasn't it? Congratulations, my friend. What happened with that? I was reading your messages the other day about those Man United fans. Was it United fans that came up to you? That was so funny. At the train station. First they was trying to disrespect you, and then they wanted to know about Arsenal. Right, Christian Mosquera with the ball with the throw in again, looking for Eze. Instead he goes back to Saliba. Right, it's Miles Lewis Skelly. Gyökeres now. Trossard. Beekser said, I walked by and didn't see him and they just started singing. It was just banter. Now, fair enough. But what was you wearing the Arsenal shirt? How did they know you were an Arsenal fan? Or they know you? That's funny, though. And what did they start singing? Glory, glory, Man United. Hasn't been glory there in years, mate. Right, Eze. Zubamendi. Eze. Come on, we need to break the deadlock. Here's Saka. Shoot! And it goes over again, way too high. I mean, we're not hitting the target. I mean, at this point, they need to do something because look, we need to get a goal ASAP. I'm gonna say Mikel Arteta's gonna make some changes. Definitely, I think Martinelli, Noni Madueke coming on will be a great help. Beekser says, and he knows it as well. What's that? David Raya. Oh, Miles Lewis Skelly just about keeps the ball in. Trossard with a crossfield ball, looking for Mosquera. Grabs it now. Christian Mosquera does look a lot more confident than he did in the beginning of the season. It's like he's grown into his role. He's kind of getting more comfortable playing for the Arsenal. More comfortable going forward, controlling the ball. Through ball for Saka. But it looks like Diouf was there and it's a corner for the Arsenal. That was a great ball coming into Saka. Unlucky, Saka couldn't control it. Diouf had to be there and clear it. It's an Arsenal corner. Right, surely this is a goal. This is... Beeks says, no, one guy said he knows it as well when I smiled when they started singing. How did they know you were an Arsenal fan? Because you start smiling when they start singing. And what was the song they were singing? I want to know. Right, Declan Rice on a sixpence. Come on. Declan Rice taking the corner. Mosquera at the back post. Gyökeres at the back post. Trossard, Zubamendi. Trossard did have two headers in the first half. Declan Rice. Zubamendi heads it out. Saka now to Trossard. Trossard on the right-hand side. Back to Saka again. Saka back to Trossard. Trossard crosses it in. Back post. And it gets headed out. Here's Declan Rice now. Declan Rice crosses it in to Zubamendi, but it gets cleared. And now it's to Saka. Saka. Ay. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Peaks said I was wearing my 14 Gyökeres home shirt. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because I was going to say, how would they know you're an Arsenal fan? That's why I said you must have been wearing the shirt. Back post cross. And there's no one there. It's too deep and it goes out for a goal kick to West Ham. Fernandez arguing with the referee. Wondering why he didn't get a free kick. Mikel Arteta, Gabriel Heinz discussing changes. They were singing the words, Arsenal are going to bottle the league on repeat. Okay. Typical fans of other clubs. Arsenal fans in the stands getting a little bit nervy. It's not good because that will trickle down onto the pitch. They need to just sing and cheer for the team and get loud. As it stands, Arsenal are 3 points ahead of Man City, but Man City have a game in hand. We can't drop points here, really. We need this win. We need to win the last 3 games. I mean, it's 2.5 games now. Changes are going to have to be made for the Arsenal. It looks like it might just be another 1-0 to the Arsenal. Hopefully not the other way around. Here's Myles Lewis-Skelly, who has had a fantastic game so far. Trossard. Gabriel to Zubamendi. Zubamendi hasn't really impressed me this since he's come on, to be honest with you. Here's Mosquera now. Mosquera, Saka. Oh, yeah, no, I get it. Peaks said there wasn't disrespectful, just a bit cheeky. No, I like that football banter. I do the same to other fans as well when I see them wearing their club shirts. As long as it's friendly and a bit cheeky and nothing too serious, because then when it becomes too serious, it becomes hooliganism and then it's just not fun anymore. Here's Eberici Eze. Myles Lewis-Skelly. Through ball looking for Gyökeres. Couldn't get to him. Wan-Bissaka pulls it away from him. And here's Fernandez now. Eze on him. Fernandez in between 3 Arsenal players. Plays it forward looking for Jared Bowen, but Zubamendi cuts it out, heads it back to Oh, there's a foul. Souček on Eze. Just pushed him right in the back. Arsenal take a quick. Here's Myles Lewis-Skelly. Eberici Eze again. Saliba. Mosquera. Declan Rice now. Declan Rice on the turn. Hey, that's a foul. That's a free kick for the Arsenal. Come on now. Fernandez complaining again. But that's a clear foul. I'm not sure what you're complaining about. He just took his legs out. Like, I don't understand. Like, he didn't get nothing of the ball. Look, he just took his legs out. He didn't get nothing on the ball. How were you complaining? Like, how were you complaining? Like, if you think that's not a foul, then, like, what's going on here? Anyway, Arsenal got another set piece, another free kick. Surely this one has to go in. Come on. Right, it may be Declan Rice taking it this time. Is he going to take a direct free kick? Right, let's see if Declan Rice can score against his former team. I don't think he's ever scored a free kick for West Ham. He's only scored for Arsenal in free kicks, so maybe he can score one against West Ham. And let's see if he celebrates it as well. Right, Declan Rice. No, he doesn't do a direct free kick. He goes to the back post for Gabriel. And it's a foul. Gabriel on Wan-Bissaka, I want to say. And a free kick for West Ham now. That was a waste of a free kick, really. It was it was a difficult angle for him to take a direct free kick. Why was that a foul, though? I don't understand. Right, West Ham making a change now. Here's Suchek. Come back to the Sassy to Diouf. Here's Somerville now. Saliba gets the ball off Somerville. Plays it to Saka. Saka nearly lost it. Oh, here's Fernandez. Jared Bowen with a shot gets blocked by Gabriel. I mean, Arsenal need to be careful here because West Ham is mounting pretty decent attacks. They're getting more confident. They're getting more comfortable now. They're playing at home. Arsenal need to break the deadlock ASAP. I'm surprised that no changes have been made so far, like in the second half, other than Christian Mosquera at the start. Take Trossard off, put Martinelli on, take Saka off, put Madueke on, and take Gyökeres off and put Kai Havertz on. Changes have to be made. I'm going to say those are the 3 changes that got to be made. Diouf couldn't get to the balls, an Arsenal throw. Fernandez is coming off. Oh, no, it's not. It's Tati Castellanos. He's on a yellow card. And Pablo is coming off. So an Argentinian's coming off for a Brazilian. Here we go. Odegaard's coming on. So, and Kai Havertz is coming on. So Odegaard's coming on. Probably Eze's coming off because he's definitely not taking Zubamendi off. So the actual captain is coming on. Martin Odegaard. Saka takes the armband off. Gives it to Odegaard. Kai Havertz is coming on surely for Gyökeres. Yeah, looks like Eberechi Eze is coming off for Odegaard. And then Kai Havertz surely for Gyökeres. Oh, for Zubamendi. Zubamendi, who came on in the first half, so the substitute is getting substituted. He was having a bad game. I did say I'm not impressed with Zubamendi since he's come on. And Mikel Arteta, obviously, it's about winning now. So I'm hoping Martin Zubamendi doesn't feel a type of way about it. But he did have a terrible game since he's come on. A lot of loose passing, a lot of missed chances, missed opportunities. Be careful, David Raya. Pablo now trying to chase him. Right, here we go. Kai Havertz now. Kai Havertz linking up with Gyökeres. Gyökeres trying to hold up the balls. A free kick for the Arsenal now. Todibo on Gyökeres. Todibo getting a yellow card as well. Right, it's another Arsenal free kick. Come on, we got to convert one of these. Jean-Claire Todibo. We got to convert one of these guys. Come on, Declan Rice now. This should be a goal for the Arsenal. Declan Rice now. Come on a sixpence. Here we go. Set piece again. Ole. Shoot! Handball. Kai Havertz is saying handball. Don't know what's going on here. Kai Havertz still screaming. I don't understand who went down and what. Miles Lewis Skelly now heads it back towards Saliba. Saliba now to Odegaard. Odegaard plays it forward. Trossard now. Trossard gets fouled as a free kick. Are they going to check? Everyone's running to the referee. Referee is saying stop. Are they going to VAR this now? Let me see this. Pablo on the floor. What did he do? Oh, was that chest or hand? I don't know. I really don't know. Jared Bowen and Odegaard are talking to the referee. Now, would that be considered chest? Are they going to VAR that? Doesn't look like they are. He's telling everyone's going away. I think the ref is saying that's chest, not hands. And he put his hand to the side. I'll tell you what, Pablo's a lucky boy because other referees might have given that. All right, anyway, it's a free kick now for the Arsenal. Declan Rice, Miles Lewis Skelly. Jared Bowen plays it forward to Diouf. Diouf got Pablo chasing. Declan Rice with Pablo. Woof. It's a goal kick for the Arsenal. Pablo tried to shoot, but it's good that Declan Rice was there. It was a great cross by Diouf, but Declan Rice done enough to put him off, to put Pablo off. Arsenal need to score right now. They need to score right now. This is getting a bit too dangerous now. It's been 0-0 for too long. Kai Havertz chasing the ball now. Mavropanos there. Ball stays in. Mavropanos on the ball now. He managed to take Kai Havertz away from it. Mavropanos just shoots it forward. Saliba heads it back to Gabriel. Gabriel now to Miles Lewis Skelly, who tried to keep the ball. It was a bad ball by Gabriel. Miles Lewis Skelly couldn't keep it on. They need to do something right now. Here's Jared Bowen now. We're leaving it dangerously late. Ball gets cleared. It's with Mavropanos now. Nino Espirito Santo wants a free kick. Doesn't understand why West Ham didn't get a free kick. Here's Disasi. I think take Saka off, put Noni Madueke on, and put Martinelli on. Like, make some changes because it's just becoming docile now. Saliba, nothing is happening up front with the attackers. It's just all with the defense. Like, if we didn't have the defense we had, I mean, West Ham would have probably scored before us. Here's Martin Odegaard now. Do something, captain. Here's Saka. Do something, Saka. Starboy. Crosses it in. Back post, Gyökeres, and it goes over from the Gyökeres header. I mean, really and truly, Gyökeres shouldn't have tried to header it direct. He should have headed it down to Havertz. Kai Havertz was in a scoring position, sorry. But Gyökeres was selfish and went for him himself, even though that was a difficult header. You see, it's little things like that. If he had more composure and knew more, he would have headed it down to Kai Havertz, who could have tapped it in. But instead, he wanted to get the glory for himself, and he went nowhere with it. Right, here's Trossard now. Miles Lewis Skelly to Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Saka! Oh, and he couldn't control the ball. He couldn't control the ball, and it goes straight to Hermansen. Oh, he was in offside position, Saka, anyway. Here's Diouf now. Diouf with a cross that goes too deep all the way to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka on the ball now. This is becoming very irritating, you know. Very, very irritating. I just don't understand. I don't get why Arsenal cannot break the deadlock. Oof, David Raya had to palm it out. It's a corner for West Ham. This is becoming stressful and frustrating. They're leaving it very late. David Raya is like, calma, calma, tranquilo, tranquilo. Right, Jared Bowen now. David Raya palms it out. It's with Diouf. Here's Fernandez. Wan-Bissaka. Somerville. And it gets cleared by Gabriel Magliash. Mosquera now to Trossard. Trossard clears it forward. Why is Mikel Arteta not making any changes? I don't understand. Yellow card for Saka on Somerville. He just tripped him over. Technical foul just to put him off. Took a yellow card for the team. Guys, I'm getting very frustrated now. This is just a bit of a madness. Juve with a very bad free kick. Low on the ground. Fernandez on the ball. Goes back to Hermansen. Gyökeres chasing Wan-Bissaka, try to put him off. Gyökeres has got no pace. David Raya with a fantastic save. It could have been 1-0 to West Ham. I can't believe that just happened there. Tell me that was offside. David Raya made the save. He didn't know, but... Or maybe it wasn't offside. That literally could have been 1-0 to West Ham, and that's exactly the type of game I was telling you about. David Raya deserving of the Golden Glove. Look, Mikel Arteta with his head in his hands. Can't believe it. He can't believe it. This is getting really tense. West Ham corner. Jared Bowen. Corner comes in. Souček now heads it towards Gyökeres. Gyökeres now clears it. Plays it forward. There's no one there really. Wan-Bissaka and Fernandez chasing. Saka now pressing Fernandez. This is starting to bother me. I just don't understand. Do they not want to win the title or something? Like, this is only West Ham. Do you know the amount of chances they had? Yellow card for Christian Mosquera now. Another technical foul. Yellow cards are being dished out left, right, and center. There we go. Now, in the 80th minute, he wants to put Noni Madueke on. Where was this in the 70th minute, 75th minute? Why wait the last 10 minutes? Take Trossard off as well and put bloody Martinelli on, man. Make some changes, man. Some fresh legs. Some impetus. Someone that does something. KA says we need a West Ham win so Spurs get relegated. Don't worry. We can still win and get Spurs relegated without West Ham winning. Spurs are going to lose to Leeds tomorrow anyway, and then West Ham will win their next 2 games. Spurs will take more losses. We need this win. Come on, Saliba. I don't understand what's going on, really. Martin Odegaard now. Here's Noni. Noni with the... Oh, he squared it. Tried to square it to Gyökeres. Couldn't get to it. They go straight to Hermansen. Great ball to Noni Madueke, though, from Martin Odegaard. It's just that his square, like his ball to square it, was not that good. Gabriel heads it out. Here's Martin Odegaard again. Christian Mosquera. Here's Kai Havertz, who hasn't really featured much since coming on. Another player that hasn't really done much. Here's Noni Madueke. Here's Kai Havertz now. Come on, King Kai. King Kai with a... Oh, he tried to do the same thing. Square it to Trossard this time. It's a Arsenal throw. I don't understand why they're not crossing it. Here kissed Kai Havertz. Oh my God, man. KA says I don't trust Chelsea to beat Spurs at the Bridge. Well, you got a draw with United, didn't you? Was that at the Bridge or was that away? I didn't even pay attention, but I know you got a 1-1. It's Noni Madueke. Martin Odegaard now. Martin Odegaard in the box. Odegaard, shoot! Trossard! 1-0 to the Arsenal! Leandro Trossard! Golazo! Leandro Trossard. Let's go. Oh, damn, here we go. Peakson says, come on, yes. KA not happy. The old adage. It's the old adage of 1-0 to the Arsenal. Let's go. Leandro Trossard. My God, was that a long time waiting. And yes, I did want to sub him off. My bad. Oh, my God. That's all he did in the second half. That's good. He kept them on. But you know what? Martinelli could have been there, done the same thing. But no, thank God Leandro Trossard stayed on. I did want him to get subbed off. But that was all Martin Odegaard, I will say that. Well, finally, we're there. We broke the deadlock. You should have seen Martin Odegaard celebrating with his knees. KA said I should have stayed quiet. You're damn right. You jinxed it. Thank you. Let's go. Leandro Trossard. Right, they better not throw it away now. Trossard trajectory is going back up as he's been better in the last 4 games. Yes. Much better. I'm not his biggest fan, you know this, Peakster. Him and Gyökeres, I mean, they wear the Arsenal emblem, so I will always support them. I'll always cheer for them, but I'm just not their biggest fan. I will be honest about that. Anyway, look, let's not cheer too early. I don't want West Ham to come back in and get an equalizer. So let's just keep focused. But again, it's the old adage of 1-0 to the Arsenal. Sensun. Here we go. Burnley and Wolves have been relegated as it stands. Oh, yes. Thank you, Sensun, for reminding me. Peakster says, I know he's got very big highs and very low lows. Definitely. I'll be honest with you. When they went in for him at Brighton, I would have rather have Mitoma. Callum Wilson's come on. They've put a striker on now. They're going to want to get this equalizer. Arsenal need to keep focused and keep defending the way. Here's Miles Lewis-Skelly with Wan-Bissaka and it keeps him out. I tell you what, Miles Lewis-Skelly has played fantastic today. I mean, in the last 3-4 games, he's been absolutely wonderful. What a great young player to have that kind of pressure on his shoulder, but still stay composed, stay comfortable, stay confident. Leandro Trossard obviously going to be man of the match now, if it stays the way it is. Arsenal fans going crazy at the London Olympic Stadium. David Raya with a long ball forward now. Can we get a second one? Can we stay composed? Can we stay in control? Here's Kai Havertz now. Noni Madueke, and Arsenal get another throw. Uh-oh, Pablo and Noni Madueke, handbags, Jared Bowen getting involved. Gabriel, Saliba, Mosquera, Jared Bowen not happy about something. I don't understand what happened with Noni Madueke and Pablo. Wasn't Miles Lewis-Skelly a midfielder? Yes, he was a midfielder at Hale End, and yes, he is in his natural position, but they reverted him back into left back in this game. Ben White got injured, Peakster, and what happened was first Zubamendi came on and pushed Miles Lewis-Skelly back into first right back because Calafiori was at left. So Calafiori was on at left back. Ben White at right back. He went off. More handbags. Todibo's angry with Gyökeres now. So then Mosquera came on at right back for Ricardo Calafiori and pushed Miles Lewis-Skelly back into left back. And Zubamendi was in midfield, but he had a terrible game, so he came off in the second half again for Martin Odegaard, which was a great substitution for Mikel Arteta, because I literally said maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes before he substituted him, he said to him, look, listen, he's been having a bad game, a lot of loose passing. It's a free kick for Arsenal. What is going on right now? It's just a lot of madness is happening. Red card, what happened? So Mavropanos kicks it out. Oh, somebody who was it? Callum Wilson. Who got a red card though? Get off, he says. Is that the manager, Nuno Espirito Santo? Oh no, it's the assistant. Yeah, referee's not happy with West Ham at the moment. That bodes well for us. West Ham assistant getting sent off, being told to go away. Go on over there, subway. Noni Madueke. Noni. Unlucky. Callum Wilson on the ball now. It's a West Ham throw. Yellow card for who? For Saliba. Oh, because he kicked it away. Yeah, this referee is getting card happy now. Like he's just pulling out cards left, right, and center. What's going on? Right, West Ham throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Arsenal now. We just need to stay composed and make sure we defend this goal that we have, because it doesn't look like we have another one in us right now. Great header by Gabriel. Mavropanos there as well, former Arsenal player. Here's Gyökeres. Gyökeres gets fouled by Mavropanos. It's a free kick for the Arsenal. Let's go. Waste some more time, boys. I mean, he's basically rugby tackling him, man. What's happening? When the 90th, 91st minute, Pablo gives the ball to Miles Lewis-Skelly. They're taking their time with a free kick. The goalkeeper's coming to take the free kick now. David. Talk about dark arts. In-game management. Kill another 20 seconds real quick. Let's go. Come on. Long ball forward that goes out for a West Ham throw. I'm not sure if that was necessary. I think they were looking for Kai Havertz to try and keep the ball in the corner. 6 minutes injury time. Wow. 6 minutes. Right, Saliba chasing now. He's going to play it back to David Raya, surely. David Raya once again looking forward to Gyökeres and Havertz. Here's Martin Odegaard. Handball, surely, no? Declan Rice now to Trossard. Do we have another one in us? Tries to play it to Noni Madueke. Noni on Diouf. Diouf plays it forward. Here's Christian Mosquera now. Plays it to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard has made a big difference since coming on. More so than Zubamendi did. So he might have, possibly should have come on instead of Zubamendi. Here's Somerville now. Somerville. No one's getting to him until Kai Havertz. And it's a free kick. Kai Havertz went in a little bit too hard on Somerville. Gets a free kick. Yellow card for who? Trossard or Somerville? Who got a yellow card now? Trossard. I mean, look, this referee, he went from giving out no cards to giving out cards every 2 seconds. Right, this is dangerous now. Looks like Fernandez is taking it. He's going to look for Mavropanos. I knew it. And the ball goes all the way out, too deep, and the free kick. Well done, well done. That's another 10, 20, 30 seconds that we can kill with the goal kick. Peaks just said he needs to hit his quota. What, does he get commission for the cards? That was the biggest miss that West Ham had. We should have really been 1-0 down. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was a great save by David Raya. That was a close call. I mean, look, if you want to believe in things like the stars being lined up for the Arsenal, David Raya, player of the match. Well, he's made some fantastic saves. I will say that. I wouldn't be. I'm not surprised that he's man of the match. He's made some fantastic, and he's the winner of the Golden Glove for the 25-26 season. So yeah, deserved. Well done, David Raya. Best goalkeeper in the world, I'd say right now. I mean, he's still got Thibaut Courtois at the moment, but he's not having a season like David Raya is having a season. Neuer at Bayern Munich as well, not having a season like David Raya is having a season. Right, another free kick for West Ham. West Ham are throwing everything in the kitchen sink at the Arsenal. Here comes Hermansen now with the free kick for West Ham. The goalkeeper, they're throwing everyone forward. They want to get at least a draw out of this. Arsenal need to be really, really careful here, guys. It's very easy to slip up and give them a chance. Miles Lewis-Kelly heads it forward, gives it to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka on the ball on the right-hand side now. Peaks says 3 Golden Gloves in a row. Is it? I didn't even know that. I thought it was just this season and last season. Right. Declan Rice now clearing it. We're halfway through the 6 minutes now. Trossard kicks it forward. Gyökeres chasing, but Hermansen, and Hermansen heads it right at Gyökeres. It's a throw-in for West Ham now. West Ham is lucky that Hermansen came out. Here's Diouf now. Declan Rice still there. Mavropanos now to Souček. Souček to Fernandez. Fernandez. Callum Wilson. Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can definitely tell West Ham were playing for the draw throughout the whole game until Arsenal scored, and now they're trying to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Arsenal. I mean, Callum Wilson chests it down, hits it. What a block by Gabriel Magalhaes. Look, he's like, think, man, think, stay composed. Jared Bowen again with another corner. We need to stay concentrated here. David Raya! Even the keeper came out, clear it. Oh my God! Oh my God, West Ham scored. Callum Wilson, I can't believe it. What is going on? What is going on? The Arsenal players complaining to the referee. Handball. I can't believe it. This is what I'm talking about. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this. What is happening here? VAR this right now. They pulled down David Raya's hand. They stopped him from saving it. Surely this is a foul. Yeah, Pablo. Pablo's holding David Raya's hands down. This is a foul. They're going to have to disallow this. Are you crazy? This is mental. Pablo is literally holding down. He's literally holding down David Raya's hands. Like, look where Pablo's hands are. Look, David Raya would have got to that. He's holding his hands down. Even Mikel Arteta saying this. Disallow this goal right now. If they don't disallow this goal, it's fixed. If they don't disallow this goal, it's fixed. Look what he's doing to David Raya. He's literally got his arm across him to stop him from... He would have saved it. He would have saved it. Nah, man. Disallow that goal. If they don't... Look. Watch. He would have saved it. He's holding his arms down. Look what Pablo's doing. Nah, man. They got to disallow this goal, man. They got to disallow this goal. Nah, not like this, KA. Not like this. They're not holding down the goalkeeper's arms. David Raya would have saved this. He would have grabbed it. Look. He would have grabbed it. He would have grabbed the ball if Pablo wasn't holding him down. Nah, man. If they don't disallow this, this is corruption. If they don't disallow this, this is corruption. I'm not hearing that. I am not hearing that. If that's not a foul on the goalkeeper, if this is not a foul on the goalkeeper, nah, I'm not hearing that. I'm not here. Look. David Raya would have saved it. Nah, KA. Nah, man. Nah, Kez. Nah. That's a foul on the goalkeeper. Yeah, go and check it. Nah, this is impossible. If this is not a foul on the goalkeeper, I don't know what is then. If this is not a foul on the goalkeeper, then tell me what is a foul. Then we've lost football. I'm telling you. Look. He knows David Raya knows he would have saved it. He's holding his arm. You can't hold the goalkeeper's arms. Are you crazy? You cannot be holding the goalkeeper's arms in football. That is nuts. I don't care how high David Raya's arms were up. Nah. This is a foul. This is 100% a foul. If they don't disallow this goal, football's corrupt. Then we've lost the game. I'm sorry. Look at that. Look, he's holding his arm. He's trying to grab for it, and then he's holding his arm down so he makes sure he doesn't grab it. Nah. This is not a goal. This has to be disallowed. This has to be disallowed. This has to be disallowed. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot be doing that to the goalkeeper. I've seen things less than that being disallowed. Okay, ref, go on, tell me. He's pushing everyone away. Come on, this is my heart is beating. VAR. Oh, come on, man. Stop this, man. Foul on the goalkeeper. Yeah, I see Jared Bowen. Yeah, Jared Bowen is upset. Yes! Yes! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Peekster says, yes, come on. The brother tried to choke Raya. That's what I'm talking about. Look, man, you can't be doing that to the goalkeeper. Look what he's doing. Look, he's literally stopping him from grabbing the ball. Literally holding his arm out, telling him, nah, don't grab the ball. Yeah, no. Look, and they're grabbing his shirt. Look at Todibo as well. Oh, my God, that was 2 fouls. Oh, my God, that was crazy. How much more extra time they're going to give now? How much more injury time they're going to give? Arsenal need to go up there and score another goal. I said to you, this is dangerous. Peekster said, didn't see him at the beginning because of Hermansen. I didn't see it in the first instance. As soon as I saw the replay, I saw it. Whoa, Souček on Trossard now. Trossard, you got a yellow card. Be careful. Another free kick for West Ham, and they keep pushing the ball forward. What's going on? Peekster says, yeah, but when I noticed it was such an easy call. That's what I'm talking about. He cannot be doing that to goalkeepers. I've seen people do less things to goalkeepers and they've disallowed goals. Go on, Gyökeres. Chase that. Go on, Gyökeres. Hold that up. It's a throw-in for West Ham. Come on, Gyökeres, man. Better than that. How many more minutes they're going to give them now? Go on, Declan, man. Keep that. Push that. That's it. Clear it. Straight to Hermansen. I mean, look, injury time is at the referee's discretion now. Juve goes back to Hermansen. Hermansen pushes it up. Don't be nervous, Arsenal, now. Don't be nervous. Go on, Miles. Go on, Miles. Don't do anything silly. Here's Callum Wilson. The one who actually took the shot. Kai Havertz now. Callum Wilson with the cross comes in. Header. Somerville now. Go on, Saliba. Clear that, please. Oh, Trossard, man. What's going on here? When is the referee going to blow this whistle, man? And it goes out. Yes. I mean, look, man. How many more minutes? It's gone 101, like. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Come on, you Gunners! That was a relief. I'm so glad because that would have been so unfair. I know West Ham did have a couple of chances, but please, man. West Ham still complaining to the ref. Yeah, go and see the replay, guys. Go and see the replay. See what thing he was doing. Let's go. Peekster says, yes, come on, let's go. We're still there. That's it. 2 more games, guys. Burnley at home. And then Crystal Palace away, I think it is. Last game of the season. Crystal Palace are going to make changes because they're going to be in the Conference League final and they want to win that European title, right? Burnley is relegated. Burnley got relegated today. Wolves got relegated today, so they got nothing to play for anymore. Surely they want to see Arsenal win it. Here we go. This was the banana skin out of all 3 games. West Ham was the banana skin. Declan Rice trying to reassure the West Ham players, obviously talking to them being the next West Ham player. Mikel Arteta goes to David Raya and just blows his cheeks out. You know what? That would have been so unjust. If West Ham got back like that, that would have been so unjust. Well done, guys. Well done. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It's the old adage of 1-0 to the Arsenal. Celebrations at the London Olympic Stadium. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure the Tottenham Hotspur fans are celebrating right now too. They're probably secretly wearing Arsenal shirts. I think this is the first time in their life they probably were supporting Arsenal. At this point, I don't really care what happens to them. I only care about Arsenal winning the league. Martin Odegaard done very well coming on. It was him that assisted for the goal. That run into the box was fantastic. Miles Lewis-Kelly has done absolutely fantastic as well. David Raya definitely deserving of the man of the match. I thought they would have given it to Trossard, I'll be honest, for scoring the goal. Who threw his shirt in? Who is that? Number 8, Odegaard. Aha, they're lucky though. Pablo, it's all his fault. Should have never held down the arm of David Raya. David Raya and Hermansen hugging each other. Robert just coming after the way blew the whistle. Where you been, Rob? Robert, you always coming in the last minute after the game's done. Rob's like, what the F just happened? Bombo clat. Oh, wait, Ian Wright's talking. Let me hear what he's saying. Rob says I needed to just watch it normally, but my word, that was crazy. That was a mad finish. I'll be honest, West Ham did have a couple of chances there, but definitely that goal would have been unjust if they gave it. West Ham fans looking sad, looking at the Arsenal celebrations. Well, look, guys, it's unfortunate that you have to be at the end of this. We would have rather see Spurs get relegated, obviously, but come on now. Rob says that was terrifying. That was terrifying. Rochdale got promoted to the Football League. No way. Well done, Rochdale. Mental. It was absolutely mental, guys. A great finish to the game. I'm glad the referee made the right decision because he was very a card happy towards the end. He was starting to get annoyed with both sets of players, but he made the right decision. That was definitely 100% a foul on David Raya. I'm not hearing it. Robert says, I think I lost my voice when Chris Kavanagh said West Ham number 9 committed a foul at Arsenal number 1. Yep. Definitely. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it by now, but Pablo, the West Ham number 9, was he West Ham number 9? No, I think Callum Wilson is the West Ham number 9. It wasn't even Callum Wilson, it was Pablo. The assistant for West Ham, the coach, got the red card, but it was the Pablo that fouled David Raya. He literally kept his arm down. He had his arm around his throat, and as David Raya is trying to grab the ball, he pulls his hand. And not only that, someone else from behind, I forgot who, was pulling his shirt back as well to stop him from jumping. So it was a double foul. Right, Burnley and Wolves have been relegated. West Ham still 1 point behind Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham have got a game in hand now, so Arsenal have done Tottenham Hotspur a major favour in this relegation battle. But they're playing Leeds at home. Their home form is ridiculous. I'm sure Leeds can get something there and keep West Ham right behind, breathing right behind Tottenham on in their neck, breathing on their necks. Robert says, man was bringing him down. Basically. Right, Arsenal 79 points, Man City 74. We're still 2 points ahead of them. Well, 5 technically now, but 2 points if they win their game in hand. So, yeah, if we win at Burnley, that's it, guys. We are the champions. Rob says, oh, well, 3-6 points for next season and TV money and sponsors. Real talk. I really don't care. That's what I mean. Right, guys, I'm going to lock off. Thank you for joining me. That was amazing. That was a tense last 20 minutes of the game. 15-10 after we scored. Unbelievable. Thank you, Peakster, for joining me. Kez, Rob, all of you lot, thank you so much. Send soon. I'm going to lock off. I'm going to say goodbye. But I will be here, obviously, for the last 2 remaining games and then the Champions League final, guys. Rob says 17th again, ole. That's true. Was it 2 seasons in a row now, yeah? I would have rather them get relegated, but it is what it is, guys. So yeah. Anyway, I love you loads, all of you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of the family. But I gotta go outie. So I'm outie. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you look out for all the content. Make sure you look out for the next live streams I'm doing. So yeah, I'll be back, guys. Take care. Look after yourself and come on, you Gunners!